The headlines. Anambra State government wants civil servants in the state not to obey IPOB sit-at-home order. Gunman abduct Swiss national in Ogun State, kill his driver. Protesters in France move against Macron's COVID-19 pass order. And in sports, Lionel Messi sheds tears on leaving Barcelona. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Updates. I am Martia Omar. For more news updates, follow us on all our social media platforms. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now the news in detail. Anambra State government has said that it will not pay August salary to any worker who abstains from duty in obedience to the sit-at-home directives by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. IPOB had declared a sit-at-home protest beginning Monday to prevail on the federal government to release its leader, Nnamdi Kano, currently in detention for treasonable felony. However, a public service announcement attributed to the head of service, Harry Udo, asked workers in the state to report to their duty post on Monday unfailingly or be sanctioned. The announcement directed commissioners and permanent secretaries to monitor the situation and report accordingly. Similarly, the planned sit-at-home directives ordered by the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB scheduled to have commenced on Monday has been suspended. A new date for the commencement of the sit-at-home order, IPOB said, will be announced later. The suspension order is to allow students sit for the national examination organized by NECO for secondary school students. The PRO, Biafra Group, and Penultimate, a week in solidarity with its detained leader, Nnamdi Kano, ordered for sit-at-home that would be observed every Monday throughout Igbo land, starting from August 9th until when his trial would end. However, his younger brother and a statesman, Kanunta Kano, said that the group arrived at the decision later after listening to pleas from well-meaning individuals and groups within and outside Igbo land that the order be suspended to allow students from Igbo land to participate in the NECO examinations. Some unknown kidnappers have killed one person in an attempt to abduct a Swiss expatriate identified as Beita along Ibese-itori road in Ogun State. The kidnappers, after exchanging fire with the police escort attached to a farm in the area, succeeded in capturing the Swiss and his driver. Report indicates that the personnel attached to the chairman of Olabel Farms, Olabello, led by the inspector Hassan Komode, ran into an ambush while on the escort of the VIP from Ilaro. They were reportedly ambushed by the kidnappers along the Ibese-itori road when coming from Ilaro. Kaduna State's Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, has said that the troops of Operation Safe Haven has rescued 6 abductees and forwarded 2 kidnap attempts in Jama'a local government area of the state. Aruwan said that the troops reported to the Kaduna government that 2 kidnap attempts were forwarded at different locations within Jama'a area, resulting in the rescue of 6 residents. According to the reports, the incident occurred along the Bedde Ongwang Ayaba Kefi Road, where bandits attempted to abduct the occupants of a commercial vehicle approaching from Abuja. And moving on, Minister of Defense retired Major General Bashir Magashi says federal government is committed to ensuring the armed forces of Nigeria is adequately equipped and motivated to achieve their statutory mandate. Magashi gave the assurance at the inauguration of the National Defense College first erecting staff quarters at the college's permanent site in Poi, Abuja. Also speaking, Commandant National Defense College Rear Admiral Oladele Daji said that the new edifice will help to ameliorate challenges of accommodation being faced by the college over the years.
As Minister of Defense, I shall continue to encourage the galvanized efforts towards ensuring the armed forces is sufficiently equipped, well-trained, and adequately motivated to achieve their statutory mandate. The Ministry of Defense, under my leadership, will continue to support the National Defense College at all times in sustaining the achievements of the Center of Excellence and attain further enviable heights among other defense colleges globally. I also reiterate my support in fast-tracking the completion of the ongoing projects in the college to ensure its relocation to the permanent site here within the shortest possible time. The timely completion of this building is just another demonstration of the federal government resolve to improve the welfare of the armed forces and the civilian staff of the Ministry of Defense, despite several daunting challenges.
The relocation of the college to the permanent site will ensure that both the faculty and administrative staff operate from a common place, thereby ensuring that college activities are well harmonized. Currently, most of the college staff reside in different locations like Gwarimpa, Apo, Meitama, and Ushafa. Recently, there has been pressure from the FCT administration for the college to relocate its staff residing at Apo following the sales of the Apo quarters.
In another development, the Nigerian Army has debunked the allegation, saying the General Officer commanding 3rd Division of the Nigerian Army and Commander Operation Safe Haven, Major General Ibrahim Ali, is a Fulani man from Miyango community of Basa local government area of Plateau State. Acting Deputy Director, Army Public Relations of 3rd Division of Nigerian Army, Major Eli Lazarus, made this known following the campaigns against the GOC that he was in Plateau to support the Fulani against Irigwe, which recent clash led to the death of many people from Basa villages. The army in the statement said the GOC hails from Kano State, contrary to the allegation. Borno State's Governor Babagana Zulum has received in Maiduguri Ruth Nglada Pogu, one of the over 200 schoolgirls abducted 7 years ago. Ruth, alongside someone she is said to have married during her captivity, surrendered themselves to the Nigerian military last month at a location in Bama. She returned with 2 children raised from the Union while in captivity. Under Zulum's supervision, security and government officials kept the development secret and used the last 10 days to contact her parents and association of parents of the missing schoolgirls in order to ascertain her identity. Zulum's spokesman, Malam Isa Gusau, said the governor received the cheaper girl at the government house in the presence of overwhelmed parents who reunited with her. Boko Haram had attacked the school towards midnight on April 14, 2014 and abducted them. You're watching Trust TV News. Updates coming up after the break. NDLEA confiscates illicit drugs. Do stay with us.
Get latest updates on current topical issues and breaking news by downloading the Trust TV mobile app on your Android devices. Go online, click Google Play Store, search Trust TV, install the app, and get doses of unfiltered information on happenings all over the world in your pocket. Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
My name is Samuel Dada.
Yakubu Isa, ana mana kabi da jeje.
Aminu Musa.
A wannan harkar ce muke dan samun abinci, an muke taimaka mu wasu da yawa.
Looking for private jobs. Sometimes you get employed and the process of payment, you undergo some kind of stress.
Thank you for staying with us. You're still watching Trust TV News Updates. And now a recap of our top stories. Civil servants in Anambra risk losing salary if they obey IPOB sit-at-home order. And for more recap, Anambra State government wants civil servants in the state not to obey the IPOB sit-at-home order, and gunmen abduct Swiss national in Ogun State, kill his driver. And back to the news. At least 15 drug dealers, including a woman in wheelchair, have been arrested during the operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA. NDLEA, during an offensive action, seized 8,268.2 kilos of assorted illicit drugs, including cocaine, heroin, tramadol, and skunk, among others, in week-long coordinated raids along Ondo, Akwa Ibom, Adamawa, Enugu, Bauchi, Edo, and Anambra states. The spokesman of the agency, Femi Babafemi, said that the raids aimed at mopping up illicit drugs in the affected state, and it followed intelligence and as part of the ongoing offensive action ordered by the chairman and chief executive of the NDLEA, Brigadier General Muhammad Buba Marwa, against all drug cartels across the country. Reacting to the outcome of the raids, Marwa commended the officers and men of the 7th Command and dogged for their diligence, charging them not to rest on their oars. In another development, a Social Economic Rights and Accountability Project, serap, has urged President Muhammadu Buhari to investigate the reported spending of over 880 billion naira of public funds by 367 ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs, in 2018 without appropriation. Serap made the request in a letter by its Deputy Director Kolawale Oluwadare. The organization said that any such investigation should establish whether public funds have been mismanaged, diverted or stolen, and anyone suspected to be responsible should face prosecution as appropriated. Serap maintained that the demeans revolution such as a grave violation of the public trust, the Nigerian Constitution of 1999, as amended, and international human rights and anti-corruption standards. Kano State's Governor Abdullahi Ganduje has described late Wada Maida, former board chairman of the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, as a unique journalist with remarkable landmark achievements in the field of journalism. The governor gave the commendation at the weekend when the management of NAN, led by the managing director, Mr. Buki Bonle, paid him a courtesy visit in his official residence in Abuja.
I have also to condole you again on the death of the former managing director and also chairman, board of directors, Alhaji Wada Maida. May his soul rest in perfect peace. In fact, his name is a household name in Nigeria, and I'm happy to see that one of the newspapers is always People's Daily, yes, People's Daily, always putting his picture, reminding us of those old good days when he offered his services to Nigeria and to humanity, so to say. So to invite us to attend immortalization of that giant, I think you are the one doing us a favor. It's not me doing you a favor to attend. It's a privilege for me to attend. So I assure you, we will attend. Pertaining to the partnership, yes, News Agency of Nigeria, being a multimedia institution, we have everything to gain. Of course, partnering with you is a great advantage to us, especially for the people of Kano. We have already acknowledged our history because it's an old civilization. Even before the creation of Nigeria, it's in the world map. many thousands of years ago, being exposed to North Africa and through North Africa to Europe. So it's an old civilization and which is very rich in tradition and culture.
The visit is part of preparations ahead of the September 16 official naming of the NAN headquarters building in Abuja after Beita, who was at various times managing director, editor-in-chief in London, and a Western Europe correspondent of the agency. Earlier, the managing director recalled that NAN, at the commencement of operation in 1978, opened its first state office in Kano. He informed the governor that NAN is looking forward to strengthening the existing relationship it started with the people and government of Kano State over 4 decades ago, while paying tribute to Wada.
We call him Wada because he was just a grassroots man, listening here. Whoever would want to solve your problem, even when he had his own problems. And he really made Nigeria and the news agency of Nigeria a great edifice. So there's no more befitting honor that can be bestowed on him rather than renaming the house after Wada, Maida. We have noted also with delight the giant strides you have made since your administration came into being. At least the most recent was the seamless and peaceful Congress thing you did. It was marvelous, and just as we have been doing in the past. And because of this and many other things that we have seen in you, your quality, your style of leadership, we want to strengthen our partnership. When I say we, now want to strengthen the partnership within your administration in area of more effective coverage of events, in area of news dissemination, timely and responsible news dissemination, in area of ensuring that we put Kano State government in the front burner of events in activities locally, globally, and in area of contributing to the peaceful coexistence of people in Kano.
Ponle told the governor that he is one of the few state governors identified by the management of NAN to be special guest of honor at the event, going by his performance and style of leadership. In another development, hundreds of travelers on the Abuja-Lokoja-Okene highway were on Saturday left stranded after parts of the road were submerged by flood caused by a 4-hour rainfall. One of the areas affected is between Kwali and Abaji. Many vehicles from Abuja could not proceed to Lokoja, Okene and the southern part. The senator from Kogi West District, Senator Smart Adeyemi, is among those stranded. Director General of Federal Capital Territory Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, Ibese-itori, has attributed the flood incident to blocked drainage. Idris, while reacting to the development review that the FCT Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, had advised FCT residents to prepare for the rainy season and avoid environmental practices that could lead to flooding. The DG stated that preparedness and sensitization remained key towards reducing disasters in the FCT. He appealed to residents to desist from acts such as indiscriminate waste disposal into water channels and rivers, building on waterways and river banks, as well as diverting water channels. It was disclosed that the FCT Minister Muhammad Bello has received the report of the incident, adding that he is on top of the situation. And on a sad one, not less than 60 persons in Katsina State have been feared dead over a cholera outbreak in some communities in the state. Commissioner for Health Yakubu Danja said this at the 2021 Annual General Meeting of the Nigerian Medical Association in Katsina Secretariat Complex. He said drugs have been purchased for distribution to hospitals across the state to curtail the spread of the disease. Danja further added that the health education on prevention and management of the disease and active case search and surveillance were ongoing across the 34 local government areas. Abuja, Nigeria's capital, is one of the fastest growing cities in the world, with beautiful landscape and scenery. However, reckless refuse dumping is a recurring menace in the capital city. Some Nigerians have taken up the challenge to turn the tides and make good use of the solid waste to create employment opportunities for themselves. Trust TV's Aisha Saliu tells us more.
Disposal of solid waste, if not properly managed, can be a widespread problem in both urban and rural areas. The Federal Capital Territory is not exempted, as solid waste disposal poses a threat in some parts of the city. So-much solid waste often block drainage systems and waterways, which has the potentials of flood risks. With the annual increase in waste generation and heavy reliance on landfilling as disposal, it is just a matter of time before significant problems of space limitations, health, and environmental issues hit the nation's capital severely. The Scrapmen in Pape District, Abuja, popularly known as Maybola, are changing the narrative with the initiative of gathering solid waste and distributing them for recycling. Register Pape Scrapmen Association Mohammed Haris Abdullahi explains how solid waste gathering is a source of livelihood for young people and the economic benefits associated with it.
Especially for young people like us, this profession has helped us to be independent and even extend a helping hand to others. We are all young people. Before you find one old person in this profession, you will have counted 20 to 200 young men. We are all dependent on this, and we take care of our families with it.
According to the experiences of these scrapmen, the vice chairman of the association, Abdul Wahab Usman Lali, says some people see them as nuisance to the society.
What disturbs me the most about what we do here is the fact that the community members think of us as nuisance to the society. Most of the people living here have approached us to talk to us due to how we operate and how we discipline our boys when they have done wrong. We do not tolerate having criminals around here.
Lali noted that disciplinary actions are taken against some of the workers who go astray.
I want to draw the attention of the general public that a scrapman is not a thief. It's a clean profession that has fed us and our families for years. When one of our boys is caught stealing, we punish them here first, then hand them over to the authorities, who then take actions from them.
Combined efforts in maintaining a proper solid waste management remains an integral method of sustaining the environment. Aisha Salihu, Trust TV News, Abuja.
And on the foreign scene, almost 250,000 people took to the streets across France on Saturday for the biggest protest yet against a coronavirus health pass needed to enter a cafe or travel on an intercity train 2 days before the new rules come into force. Championed by President Emmanuel Macron, the French regulations make it obligatory to have either a full course of vaccination against COVID-19, a negative test, or be recently recovered from the virus to enjoy routine activities. Macron, who faces re-election next year, hopes to encourage all French to be vaccinated against COVID-19 and thereby defeat the virus and its fast-spreading Delta variant. But opponents who have now held 4 weekends of consecutive protests argue that the rules encroach on civil liberties in a country where individual freedom is highly prized. About 237,000 people turned out across France, including 17,000 in Paris, the Interior Ministry said, exceeding the 204,000 recorded last weekend. Unusual numbers for protests at the height of the summer break. And now in sport, Lionel Messi fought back tears as he began a press conference at which he confirmed he's leaving Barcelona, the football club where he has played his entire career. Lionel Messi has broken his silence on the exit from Barcelona. The 34-year-old who joined Barca's youth set of age 13 is the club's all-time top scorer with 672 in a record 778 appearances. The Argentine has been named the world's best player a record 6 times. At a press briefing on Sunday, Messi reminisced over the good and bad times at Camp Nou. He appreciated the fans and admitted he did not want to leave. Messi's career speculated to continue in League One alongside his close friend Neymar and fellow countryman Mauricio Pochettino, with negotiations between the two parties. And that wraps it up on the news update on Trust TV. For more news and latest updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am Martia Umar. Thank you for watching.